Hi there, Leo. Thank you so very much for tuning in. This is your September reading. Welcome to it. Time is flying by us. You have been popping out in so many readings now, Leo. My goodness. And I just did Libra's reading. You popped out strongly in Libra's reading as well. So let us see what this is all about. I was meditating on your energy, though, Leo, before I turned on the camera, and I was hearing chop, 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 chop. The marker, the marker is still. The marker is still. The marker is still writing. Okay. So there's something on the ticker here that you may be feeling. It's time to take action with this in some way. It's time to make it known what I have been focusing on so deeply, so intently, and what I want to call my own eventually is what I stand for in this very moment. Okay, you have this Five of Wands, all right, in reverse, right over the Chariot card in reverse, right over the Magician, major, major, major overlap with Libra, Leo. Okay, there's a question, and this may be pertaining to a partnership of some kind. Okay, and you pulled nearly every card that Libra pulled, in addition to a few, right, that Libra didn't. You pulled the Four of Pentacles in reverse, okay, overlaying the Devil. This is Capricorn's card. Speaking of career finances, you pulled the Daughter of Swords upright. This may be pertaining to Libra, okay, air sign, and or Gemini or Aquarius, or one with a lot of air in their chart. Okay, you also pulled the Father of Cups upright, right beneath, almost like this, this overseeing sort of energy. Okay, right above this Daughter of Swords. I'm getting that I'm hearing close call. There's a very, very close rapport, okay, connection between these two, Father of Cups, Daughter of Swords, and there's this, I'm hearing overbearing, okay, there's something perhaps overbearing, and there's this desire to flee, and this individual Father of Cups may be related to I'm hearing financial system that is related to in some way this Daughter of Swords, something though, I'm hearing judicial system. Okay, so something having to do with material, tangible assets that regards, this may be a parent and a child in some kind of way, okay, and a Capricorn may be involved, but there's someone who's almost binding these two together, and or finances, material assets are connecting these two in some kind of way. Now there's a question of assets, there's a question of finances, and what comes, okay, next. There's an understanding that the grounds, okay, of stability are changing. And I'm getting specifically from the perspective of this Father of Cups, this onlooker, okay? This very strong, I'm hearing earth energy, but also water energy. So, yet again, one that speaks to the emotions and the materialization of those emotions, where those emotions take us, how they channel to create, okay, how they are channeled to create a sense of groundedness, stability, okay, into the long term. There's a question, there's an understanding, yet again, Leo, that it all changes from here. It all changes from here. But I'm getting there's this almost like this caretaking sort of energy here with these two, Father of Cups and Daughter of Swords. You may be waiting on a decision. If this is you, you may be waiting on a decision, okay, of how the finances will continue to shape and relate to this relationship that may be, right, between the Father of Cups and the Daughter of Swords. Okay, Seven of Wands in reverse, right next to mirroring the Devil, okay, right next to the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting, though, that there is this impending decision. You're waiting for this decision to understand. I feel that you understand that the nature and the context of this relationship will kind of be the same still, but there's this this shifting yet again of grounds. It may be, right, just a little. There's a difference in the way that the resources will be handled. Okay. And that's the decision that you're waiting to come through on, okay? Be it you configuring it in your own way, okay, or others, right? And it may have to do with positions, okay, in regards to career finances. Now, again, Seven of Wands in reverse, mirroring the Devil. Very interesting, fire, fire, and it's very telling here, if we look at these two cards, right, that there's this fire, right, that's sort of lit from the bottom up, okay? And this one wand, right, is this match rather, or this wand, right? See it as you will, Leo, is lit, and almost, right, there's this referencing, there's this alluding to, right, the power that comes, I'm hearing, by way of the seeking of our goals. Okay, and it's driven by what drives us. It's determined by what is I'm hearing our resurfacing passion, our resurfacing fire, flame, drive, and desire. And the question is how to capacitate that. What direction to go in exactly that will take us in the only direction that we know is ours. Okay, and you have this, right, strong directionality here, the Two of Wands in reverse in your environment, okay, leading down to this world. I'm hearing for you, listen in closely. Leo, listen in closely. There's something to do about heeding the whispers, okay, your answers, but it's almost like listen in on your internal frequency, yes, but also I'm hearing the calls of nature. There's something about, right, as you seek this answer, I'm hearing this divine guidance, this divine answer as to what direction we are to take, and it may be literally in terms of what direction do I need to, right, drive in. Where do I need to move to capacitate, to unlock this fire within me, this passion, this drive, this potential that speaks of my being as the sole creator of the world that I know is waiting for me on the other side of me, of the old me, so to speak. I've got to transform and transmute and come to absolute terms with what is my driving force through it all. What is my motivation? Okay, and you pulled your very own card, Leo. You pulled the Strength card in your final outcome. Look at that. That is so strong. My goodness, my goodness. That's just a testament in a way to the recognition of how important this connecting to yourself really is through the process. It's like you're your own cheerleader, Leo. You are your own cheerleader, not because, right, there's no one else there, but because you understand that you are the one who understands you, who understands where you're going. I'm hearing who understands where you need to go and where you need to take things, where you need to take it all. I'm hearing in measure, in equal measure, and only you know that ratio. Only you have that golden recipe. And it's for you to understand. It's for you to explore and to discern, okay, in ways that are very personal. And I'm here underground, kind of similar to Libra. So there's this back-end approach, okay, and yet this simultaneous extroversion, okay, of this calling. I'm hearing this strength, this upholding of the vision that we know is ours, and wherever this direction leads us, takes us, you understand it is the right way for me. There's no doubting that. There's no second guessing that. I'm ready to enter into that world that calls me, because I'm entering it by heeding the call that I call out to myself, for myself, right? To accept. And it's a matter of what's the world that I'm accepting. What is the dimension, the paradigm that I choose to participate in, that I choose to live in, to abide by? What are my rules? What are my rules that I feel align with my purpose, my philosophy? And that shapes the way that I view what I create, where I reside, in any way that you take it, right? And it may actually be a physical move. It may be a physical location. It may be moving places based on the resources that you decide to take up. Okay, the creative measures. So it's almost like, right, there are so many studios, so many creative agencies. They all specialize in a certain thing. There's like a pottery, there's a pottery studio, and then there's I'm hearing a craft zone, a craft center, and then there's, right, a painting, I'm hearing collaboratorium. I'm not sure if that's a word, but that's the energy of collaboration mixed with some sort of artistic venture. Okay, it's like a place where many people meet and they collaborate artistically. So, okay, take it as you will, Leo, and I'm getting Libra there for you, but there's this there's not this question of the resources. There's the question of which. I'm hearing studio, and I'm hearing which frame of mind. Okay, which reference point is going to do it for me. Okay. Now, tune into your frequency, Leo. I'm getting that strongly for you. Tune into your frequency What is it that you see of this world? What is it that comes to mind when you're not thinking through it, but you're feeling yourself in it? What leaves your mind in that same moment, in that same space? What worries, preoccupations, right? Escape. I'm hearing that cauldron, that visit to your house of passions. When you're taken by what it is that you're creating, right? What falls by the wayside? And you're releasing that. You're recognizing that and you're releasing that. And any roles that you may have played that didn't speak to your right, desire to manifest unbound and unshaken by whatever it is that you face in these next stages and steps, and right, the eternal sort of process into itself of creation. You're awakening to what was unsatisfactory, especially emotionally. Okay, and right, whoever, right, in what ways you may have contributed to your own right, sense of, I'm hearing non-disclosure, where in a certain way, right, you may have guarded your, I'm hearing your presence, and I'm also hearing your presence. So your inborn passion, your talent, your gifts, where and in what capacity, and right, have you regarded it intellectually, right, more so than regarded it, right, in terms of pursuing it, and you're recognizing how that made you feel, and you're ready to transmute and shift the way that you pursue this world. And again, it requires of you to it's this internal sort of introspective energy, absolutely, and there's this readiness to culminate. Okay, absolutely, culminate, bring it all to fruition. And this may be, right, in terms of finances, career, right, the culmination of a certain job, a position, right, the way that we have seen and contributed of ourselves within our third dimensional sort of world, right? And what brought you a sense of satisfaction by way of the stability that it gave you, you realize, right, it's got to be the other way around, right? The emphasis is on how I feel through the process of creating, right? That's what gives me the sense of satisfaction. And it's the satisfaction that stabilizes me through the dynamic process of creativity. And you're recognizing whatever holds you bound to the things that you create, be it, right, material, financial assets, right, whatever it may be. I'm hearing a home for a number of you. You're recognizing that's not, right, the piece of my pie. Because my pie is a puzzle and I'm still figuring it out. And it's an unending question. It's an open-ended question. And I just want to discover it for myself. I don't want to determine it. I don't want to, right, I'm hearing latch onto it. I don't want it to define me too greatly. I want what I create to just be an open door to the next chapter of what I create. And you're siding with that. But it's a very internal process. Yet again, Leo, yet again. And so I'm getting to profound realization, and there's a sort of awakening, okay, in terms of how our relationship to our finances, our relationship to our material, tangible world, our physical world, and yet again, the role that we play in it. And there is this focus on connecting with like-minded individuals. How does the way that I move into this world, and how does this way that I move into myself shape the way that I contribute to my community, that I connect with others and collaborate with others, right? Who is outside of that periphery of who I am and what I resonate with, and who, right, is fuel who supports me, right? Truly, truly, truly. And the first step to understanding that is coming into your own about, right, what is your vision about this world that you see for yourself. The vision comes first, and everything else I'm hearing is a byproduct. I'm hearing is lace. Okay, is a lace trimming. So it's like, okay, so and I'm hearing, right, it's like this, Leo. The cake is the cake. Right? And the icing is the icing. Without the cake, right, where's the icing? So the focus for you, the cake is your vision. And the icing is who supports you. It's like your audience. Okay, it's who embellishes whatever it is that you, right, stand for by standing on that stage, right, and taking the podium. I'm hearing, and picking up the glass, okay? And so there's this, this ultimate recognition with which you step along this path of a reconfigured relationship, okay, to how you seek to create abundance and what abundance and what stability means for you. And it's taking on this perspective that, yet again, right, it honors far more than material, tangible assets. Abundance as, right, those around you may see it, right, a number of you, depending. It honors and it values the other systems in place, right, within our system, our personal, right, network. Before what we create connects us to others, right, how does it connect me to me? All of my pieces to, right, me. So that I feel like I'm moving through whatever it is that I'm creating as one. Where what I'm creating, right, is an embodiment, is a showcase of my self-empowerment. It's so beautiful, Leo. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. What a beautiful reading. My goodness. You're trailing right into the mid part of September with such profound resilience here in terms of, right, this clarity that you not only, right, see, but you stand for and you pursue in a very active way, in a very proactive way. So thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Leo, for tuning into your reading. I hope this was helpful for you. And feel free to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well. I highly recommend you to, right, take a look at especially, right, your moon rising. I resonate a lot with my moon, even more than my sun sometimes. I sometimes also resonate with my ascendant. So in matters of career, finances, Venus may play a role for you, given that Venus rules finances, love, partnerships, things like that, however you deem love, all right? But feel free to calculate your signs if you don't know them via the link below in the description box that I provide. Enter in your birth details. You do need your quasi-exact birth time to compute your exact ascendant rising sign. You may be able to calculate your moon without an exact time if you weren't born on a day, right, during which the moon was changing signs. So play around with it. Otherwise, thank you so very much again for tuning in, Leo. I hope you have a beautiful tail end of August and beginning of September. I'll see you soon for your mid-September readings, so stay tuned for them. I'm thinking about a week or so, a week or 2 weeks to have those out to you. All right? Thank you so much again, and have a beautiful day, night, whenever you're watching this. Bye, Leo.